All right, well, here we are. We're in Hagen Stone Park, which is right outside of Greensboro, North Kakalaki. It's been a while since our last update, our last video. Not a lot has happened. Been a couple places, haven't made it out of North Carolina. Can't seem to get out of this state. A bunch of great people, and it's just huge. So I'm about 150 miles away from my next stop and about 50 miles away from where I was last night. Met some friends outside of Raleigh last week. Lydia and Brian, had a great time with them. Knew Lydia when she was in 5th grade and hadn't seen her since, so that was cool. Izzy got to play with a 4-month-old German Shepherd puppy, so they tired each other out. Everybody's happy about that. Left there and went through a time warp, ended up in the 50s, where there was no technology whatsoever. It was kind of surreal being that far out in the boonies. It was an RV park that was designed for long-term living, and it kind of catered to the transient construction worker group, which great bunch of people, just work hard, go to bed, get up, do it all over again the next day. So not a whole lot of socializing. Didn't have anybody actually speak to me other than the lot attendant until the day I left, and the guy waved. And luckily a friend helped me out, and I got to go to Jordan State Recreation Area, Poplar Point, which was a beautiful secluded spot out in the middle of nowhere, but miraculously had Wi-Fi, so enjoyed that. Got back to civilization. But I appreciate Alice made it very possible for us to have a nice shady secluded spot, just like I said, right near the lake, and that was definitely needed. 3 days of relaxing and solitude, and only saw one other RV and they were never there, so I think they were out on their boat most of the time. But now I've been on the road for 6 weeks, 6 and some change. It's been interesting. Met a lot of great people, seen a lot of really cool things, writing about them, trying to do some writing online, do some freelance, try and fund the trip a little bit. It's a little more expensive than I thought. 6 weeks has given me a good time to figure out my budget. My mileage and everything was pretty much on point. What I didn't take into account was the amount of time that I'd be sitting still, running my generator for hours on end, or missing an opportunity to meet up with somebody and having to stay someplace longer than I'd expected. So what I've done is created a Patreon page, and Patreon's not something everybody's heard of. If you have, thumbs up, double thumbs up for you. But it allows people to support projects such as this. It's been used millions of times for other artists and creators, and since I'm doing these videos and writing the book and trying to put enough together for a documentary, I figured this might qualify. There will be content that's only for Patreon subscribers, and you'll only be able to get those if you are donating a monthly amount or a per article amount or per video amount. The most popular option is you can do like a monthly pledge, like $10 a month, and you can stop it whenever you want. A lot of people have been doing that. And right now I've got about a quarter of my monthly budget comes directly from that, and it's covering about a quarter of that, which is great. And to all you Patreon patrons, 2 more thumbs up. If Izzy wasn't snoozing on the floor over there, you'd get a wagging tail as well. And that's supported us for the past month. And there have been some hiccups. Wouldn't expect there not to be. But if it's something that you'd like to help support, and if you'd like to see this continue, please check out our Patreon page. And I'll put a link for it at the end of the video, and I'll probably put it right here too, just in case. So after here we're gonna try and meet up with a couple of friends in the Greensboro area, then off to Asheville probably this weekend, and I haven't planned that far past Asheville, so I have a few friends in Asheville that I'd like to see, and some old friends that I'd like to catch up with, and some new friends that I have yet to make. So Izzy and I are looking forward to that. We'll promise to keep you more updated. Like I said, not much has happened. It's been a lot of out of contact, in the boonies kind of past 2 weeks, so I haven't really been able to do anything. But that's going to change, and if you help us out and you help support this trip, then you'll be able to see more of that. So I encourage you to look it out. If you can't, that's okay. If you can, that's great. Also check out hackapalooza.net. That link's always at the end of our videos. That links you to our blog, our YouTube channel, our Patreon page, our Twitter feed, our Facebook page, everything. You'll be able to, with one glance, find out where we are and what we're up to, and maybe where we're headed next. It's also a good way to contact us. It's got links to our store as well. So if you want a t-shirt or a sweatshirt or a coffee mug or something like that, check us out, hackapalooza.net. Like I said, that's always at the end of our videos. So that's Izzy sleeping on the floor over there. And this is Josh, and we'll see you next time.